everyone, and welcome to our community. Today at Talk the Walk, we have a very young innovator. He started this innovation when he was in the 8th standard, and it took him 1 year to complete it. This innovation is called Agrimeter, and his name is Ansh Sinha. Hi, Ansh. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am Ansh Sinha and I am currently studying in Standard 11. I am from Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, and yes, that's all.
So, what is your college's name? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I currently study in DAV Bistupur.
Okay. And okay, so your innovation was about Agrimeter. Can you explain what Agrimeter is and how did you come up with this idea?
Agrimeter is basically a box filled with sensors to help the farmers means know about every aspect of their fields. Means that it is simply a box, but inside it there are many sensors to measure various things like pressure, humidity, temperature, light intensity, and many more. It is also facilitated with Internet of Things to control it from anywhere else. So I came upon this idea. I was just sitting and thinking about some inventions. So I thought that why not make something to help the farmers. Means if some of the farmers are there who are the only ones to take care of their fields, so they can insert this device at some places of their field, and even if they are not at their homes, they can control all the things like the water pumps and get all the feedbacks from their fields. So it will
So,
be much easier for them.
can you describe it a little bit in more detail as to how did you make this device, or what was the thought behind it?
Yes, the basic thought behind it was just to make something to help the farmers. And I started by experimenting with small sensors. So I started with first the pressure sensor, then the humidity and temperature sensors, and then I went on to GSM, GPS, and then I embarked upon the idea of inserting Internet of Things. So I worked with the board DSP32, if you are familiar with. So that is a board that is used for long range communication over internet. So mixing all of that, after that I finally reached with this idea.
Okay. So, was there like a problem that you were trying to solve, or was it just for the ease of the farmers you wanted to invent this?
No, I just wanted to invent it for the ease of the farmers.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to share an interesting story while you were inventing this? Like, did something funny happen, or like a story that you will not forget?
Yes, there were many stories, but one of them was when I decided to put GPS into this. I thought that I should put one of the GSM and GPS modules in it. So I ordered one, but I had no previous working experiences with GPS modules.
Okay.
So it was my first time. So I downloaded all the libraries and the software needed for it. It was uBlocks Neo 6M. So after all the things were done, I powered it up with 3-volt supply. It was as it was written on the chip. So first of it, it did not work. So I became a little worried that will it work or not. I mean, it was all the GPS sensors are little expensive. So
Okay.
is it blown up or what? So again, after 3 volts, when it was not working, so I put on 5 volts. After 5 volts also, it was not working. So I literally put it in, and in one of my hand was my laptop, and in other hand was the GPS, and I was means stalking around the house where to get the network. How will I find the satellites? But yes, it was one of my friends who advised me that listen, you live in between so many buildings, so there are some network
Oh.
interference. So you come to my house, it will work definitely. So I went to his house with the sensor, and yes, it worked perfectly.
Oh, okay. That is nice. That's nice. Okay, so how while you were innovating this agrimeter, was there like any phase where you were really stressed out, or you thought that this is not going to work, or you were on the verge of giving up? How did you deal with this stress?
There was one stress about Means when I was working, some thoughts used to come to my mind that will it work or not, because yes, I have a deep rooted relation with failures. Most of my projects are always failures only, but yes, you learn from failures. So some of them succeed also, some of them don't. So a little stressed out that will it work or not, will it be able to do the required things or not. But yes, I always kept thinking that just try and you are going to get it.
I missed the last part. I'm sorry. So,
I was saying that just one thing you have to keep in mind, that have faith in yourself and in God, and just do your work.
okay. So, what was the most satisfying moment that you had when your invention was complete?
The most satisfying moment was when it started working. That was the most satisfying one. Before that, I was worried until and unless I press on the switch and it started working and showing all the data, I was a little stressed.
So, how long did it take for you to create this?
Actually, with my classes and coaching classes all mixed together, so it took me around a year to make it.
A year. So, you spent
Yes.
1 year. Okay, that's nice. Um, okay, so how if this had worked like Agrimeter, how do you think that this would positively impact people's life?
I think that yes, it will definitely be very useful to farmers at least, because as I told you last time also, there are some farmers who are alone who take care of their fields, and if they cannot go out, leave their fields, that who will water the crops or who will take care of everything else. So I think that if they have this, then it is like you can insert it in a area of some, means you decide 1 meter square or something, you can put it in many of them in different places and get feedback from them. So
Oh,
just imagine that you are alone and you have to take care of your field. Then
hmm,
you, if you are out, then you can means if you think that the soil moisture is low, then it will immediately send you a message that the soil moisture is low. Then from your phone you can put on the water pumps, and when the required humidity and is reached, then it will stop.
hmm, that's nice. That's very interesting. So, what would you say are like the highs and lows of this product? Like, what is good
I
or
don't
like
know.
the limitations that it would
Limitations are just that yes, it is made by a student, so it is not that much finished. It may definitely have some glitches.
I don't think that should be a limitation. You innovated something. I feel everyone would be like very flabbergasted and very happy that a person who's in the 11th standard has created something like this.
Actually, this idea I started working in class 8th only, but
Oh, okay. So,
now
I
I am
mean,
in standard. Yes, now
that
I am in
cannot be a
standard 11th.
limitation at all. Okay, okay.
So I started working in class 8th, and till ninth I worked on it. And for a few months I kept it, and I sent this design to many others, so they did not show any interest. So I dismantled it.
Okay, okay. Okay. So if you had to give one advice, okay, to young innovators like yourself or like younger to you, what would you give them?
Yes, one of the advice I would definitely give them, that there are times that come that you have made a very nice innovation. You are the creator of that innovation and you feel that it is the best. But many people are there who will not show any interest because they don't think like you. They don't understand what the hard work you have put in it, or how many sleepless nights you um, have been there creating that project, but they just see that will it work or not. So sometimes that you have to face such things, so don't get disappointed about that. One day things will definitely turn up.
Okay, going back to something that you had said that you have made quite a lot of innovation that you've had quite a lot of projects. Is there something that
Yes,
another project that you would like to share with us?
yes, I am currently working on a landmines detector, but yes, it's complete, but some of its parts have blown up, so I have ordered them. They are coming.
Okay. Can you
I want
tell
a,
us a little bit more?
it's a spider-like looking robot. It's a means not a spider. It's a quadruped robot. Means having 4 legs. So it has a means metal detector at its base and many other sensors. So it can be controlled by the user from a distance, and it can also be used to detect landmines and all. So I wanted to send this in innovation to DRDO or any government official, but now as is some its transmitter has blown up, so I have to
Oh,
again fix it. And
how did that happen?
so there are some transmitter and receiver pins in the transmitter
Okay.
module. So when
Uh,
you connect them in reverse, then means while uploading the program, if they remain connected, then they blow up because there is high voltage fluctuation at that time. So
okay.
by mistake I left them on the board only while programming.
What do your parents have to say about this? Are
My
they
parents are my parents are always supportive about my projects. Whatever I need, whatever they are always with me. They say whatever you need, just order it, and yes,
so
don't worry
sweet?
about anything else.
So sweet.
They always support me in any of my projects.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, I can see a very nice future innovator with me over here today. That's very nice. I'm so glad that I got to meet you. So, what do you want to exactly do when you're like a little bit older?
My interest is majorly in space sciences. I want to
Oh,
become a robotics engineer, means a robotics engineer, but that too for space missions.
okay. I mean,
So
so,
there is a mixed interest both in robotics and in aerospace.
so what are you leaning towards, or you want to do both?
For now, I am not sure, but yes, my major means is towards robotics.
That's
But
more
yes,
interesting.
I always want to do it for the country, not for any profit.
Oh, that's very thoughtful, very nice. So, is there any other innovation that you would like to share with us?
Not any other innovation means not there are so much that are so important, but yes, so these were the two major projects that I was working on.
Okay. So, thanks, Ansh, for your time. That's all that we have for you today. It was great hearing
Thank you.
about your innovations and your stories. Um, Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you.
And that's all that we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're interested in many such innovations, do sign up at bharatvani.in. And don't forget to like and share this video with everyone you know. Bye.